I'd been on the road for nearly 10 hours. It was one of those long-haul drives where the scenery blurs together and you start to forget what state you're in. My original plan had been to push through the last 3 hours to my destination, but by the time I saw the sign for the motel, my eyes were burning from the headlights and my hands felt cramped on the steering wheel. The sign said Redwood Motor in vacancy. The letters flickered like a bad fluorescent light. I pulled into the parking lot. It wasn't full. Maybe 6 cars scattered across cracked asphalt. The building was 2 stories, faded beige paint peeling in patches. There was a small office with a single window lit from the inside. When I walked in, a man in his late 50s looked up from behind the counter. His shirt was neatly buttoned, his name tag read Frank, but his eyes looked like they hadn't slept in a week. "Just one night," I said. He nodded, slid a paper form toward me, and asked for my license and credit card. His voice was quiet, almost flat, but polite enough. "You'll be in room 6, he said after handing me the key. "Ground floor. End of the hall." The key wasn't a card. It was an actual metal key attached to a long, worn plastic tag with the number stamped in faded black ink. The hallway smelled faintly of damp carpet and lemon cleaner. The air was still, like there was no ventilation. I passed a vending machine humming softly and an ice machine that looked like it hadn't worked in years. Room 6 was at the very end, next to a fire exit door with a push bar. I let myself in. It wasn't bad, just dated. A queen bed with a floral-patterned bedspread, a heavy wooden dresser with a bolted-down TV, a small table with 2 chairs. The kind of place that hadn't changed since the mid-90s. I locked the door, set my bag down, and pulled the curtains shut. Around 10 p.m., I went out to grab some snacks from the vending machine. On my way back, I noticed something strange. The fire exit door next to my room was propped open with a small wedge of wood. A thin stream of cool night air slid in, along with a faint sound of crickets. I figured maybe a guest had stepped out for a smoke and forgot to close it. Back in the room, I flipped through channels until I found a local news station. They were talking about some weather system moving in. Nothing interesting. I was just starting to drift when I heard it, a slow, soft dragging sound outside my door. Not footsteps exactly. More like something being pulled along the carpet. I sat up, listening. The sound stopped. Then came a faint tap, like a finger against the metal of the door handle. My pulse started to climb. I glanced at the curtains. The parking lot lights cast a dim glow at the edges, just enough that I could see the shadow of the doorframe. I didn't hear anything else, so after a minute, I told myself it was nothing. Maybe someone heading to the fire exit. I lay back down. At 1:12 a.m., I woke again. This time, it wasn't a sound that woke me. It was the absence of one. The hum of the vending machine, the faint highway noise, even the refrigerator in the room, all of it was silent. The air felt still and heavy. Then came a knock. 3 slow, deliberate knocks. Not from the hallway. From the connecting door to the room next to mine. I didn't answer. The knocks came again, a little louder. I got out of bed as quietly as I could and put my ear to the door. Silence.